y'all? Welcome to another episode of Old Super Duper South. Today, we're gonna show y'all where everything starts, getting logs to the deck of my debarker. I ain't got no trucks here today, it's a little wet, but an old 980C Caterpillar, like an 88 model. Got two of these puppies, paid bottom dollar for them, but they get the job done, so gonna try not to get stuck, not too experienced. I've done a little bit since I was a kid, but you know, somebody's not here today, so now it's my job, as always, filling man, whatever you gonna call it, Mr. Do-All. We getting it done, so y'all ride along. Let's not run out of talent and crash this thing. Come on. Our log yard consists of about a third of the mill. Got a bunch over there, got an empty row right there, got another empty row which we're doing some work to, and then we got the row I'm pulling out of. Sometimes logs come in pretty heavy and you've got to make room, partner. It gets a little tight through here. Right now the woods have been so wet, the forest has been so wet, not getting too many of it. So it's gets a lot of time to get these rows cleaned up and get it ready for when it dries up. So it happens, be like that sometimes. We got a mess up here. Let's drop her on down the first. That's what the 4x4 is for. Short logs, they make it a lot of fun getting them sap suckers untangled up. That untangled up a little bit. Got one log that's need to kind of get out the way so I don't have a mess at the deck. The old planer getting down over there. Try not to take out the front office. As you can see, that board that's around that post, somebody ran out of talent, hit that with a log. Not gonna say no names, Chester, but Chester did it. It was Chester. Y'all know Chester, he's wild. Got to get skinny through here. Time to feed the animal. Log deck's empty. Let's give it something to eat. My debarker is hungry. And it loves eating logs. Well, it loves eating bark at least, not so much the log. just ignore the spider webbage we got here. Gives my tractor good character, wonderful character. I want to get this log that's too far over, will fall off my deck, potty mouths. Log out of there, because that's going to give me hell up the debarker. Come on, baby, get on over. Big doinks this morning, big doinks. If you ain't toting the back tires, you ain't doing it. You ain't doing it right. Oh Lord, bouncing up in here. I've only almost flipped this thing twice, so we've came a long way since then. My dad seen the first time, he just about shit his pants. I actually did, in fact, shit my pants. As most of you probably would as well, whether you want to admit it or not. We'll say it's a hell of a life as a kid. Could you imagine being 12 years old getting to play on stuff like this? Awesome sauceum. Awesome sauceum. Wondering while I'm driving all the way to the back to get these logs instead of just getting those logs that's right here close to the deck. And the reason being, I've got all these in order. You always do the oldest logs first, that way you don't let it rot, don't let it sit too long. You want to keep it coming. Plus, you can't just throw a clamp of fresh logs and then a clamp of older logs. It's going to change, it's going to mess up my saw, man. It's going to mess up everything. It's just two different consistencies, and it's just not good. So you gotta keep in order. At the same time, I'm trying to mix bigger logs with small logs. That way I got a consistent flow. I'm not just loaded up with little logs, or I'm not just loaded up with big logs, slowing the mill down. Usually one clamp of big to every 4 clamps of small, and that keeps me a nice mixture in for my head saw. So, and all these are like my fresher logs. As you can tell, those over there, let me show you. You actually see the discoloration at the end of them logs? They've been sitting a little bit. See sap coming to the end. Now you look at those. As you can tell, it's got a lot of color to it. Those just cut not too long ago, so that's my freshest logs that I have. So, a few weeks those will be going on the deck once we get through all these older stuff. Got a couple big ones on here, already mixed in. Too deep in the paint. Twisted Steel and Sex Appeal. Come Charlie to the rescue. He's gonna fix the log road for us. Y'all give him a hand. Thank you, Charles. He's a hell of a guy, that Charlie. Y'all check him out in a bunch of these videos. He gets after it. If you ain't floating, you ain't toting. What I mean by that, if them back tires ain't bouncing off the ground the whole ride to the deck, you ain't got nothing on there. just want to show y'all why we're able to get such good product. A lot of y'all don't know, but around here, we literally do have the best lumber money can buy. I mean, top notch compared to Home Depot, Lowe's, anybody. Best treatment, tightest grain, everything. And that reason being, we pay, if there's one thing we spend money on, it's logs. We pay the most for the most part, and that's because we want the best logs. And a lot of our logs come out of the Osceola National Forest, plus, you know, surrounded wooded areas over here in Florida, which Florida is a growing place, so more and more timber's getting cut. But you know, you can look at these logs. These most likely came out of Osceola. Very tight grain. You see the butts of them is nice and yellow. There's no red heart going through it. You don't see a bunch of little cracks going through it or wind shake. They're straight, they're perfect size. You don't see no knots up and down the logs. I mean, that truly is about as good of a product as you can start off with, and that's what it takes to have a good finished product. So yeah, it's costs a little bit, but in the long run, that's what keeps us going. See, like all these, also talking, most of these logs, almost all of them logs are going to go to my head saw. They're bigger. There's a lot of 8x8 logs out of that, a lot of 6x6, a lot of 3x8s, 2x12s, 2x10s, you name it. Now these logs over here, a lot smaller. Almost every one of those smaller logs is going to go into this scrag system that we've been doing videos of. And what that scrag is going to do is just going to two-side it. As we said before, it's going to cut a side off each, and then it'll go to my gang and get 6x6s, 3x6s, 4x4s, 2x4s, 1x6s, 1x4s, even sometimes 3x4s, maybe some 4x6s. So logs are separated. And once we get that scrag going, that's where it's going to be very important to mix our logs in. That way my head saw not only has a deck full of logs, but my scrag saw's got a deck full of logs. And that's just one of the aspects it's going to take to get a good production, not be a waste of time even doing this thing. You can't just load a deck up full of big logs and you got a scrag trying to run too, just like you can't load a deck up full of little logs and you got a head saw sawing too. So it comes from one thing to the other. You got to start off with a good product, got to start off mixing your good product, and then you got to saw a good product. You got to know what you're sawing, got to know what you're cutting to get the best quality board you can get out of each piece of log that rolls through there. So let's keep on, sorry about that, let's keep on loading this deck up. I got other things to do. I can't talk to you people the whole time. Let's get her dead. Crank our old machine back up here. Oh, 980C Caterpillar. 980C Caterpillar is what we're working with. Put the clamp on herself. We got two of these. These tractors, brand new, are roughly probably close to $1 million. We paid 30 grand for one and like 25 for the other. They came with buckets. I built one of the clamps for one, and some of the prior maintenance men built the clamp for this one that I'm in right now. Yeah, it looks like a rotted out piece of crap, but hey, it gets the deck loaded, it gets the trucks unloaded, and they're easy to work on. No computers, just about any decent diesel mechanic can fix this thing up, so no headache. And that's a big deal. I've already got enough headache. Charlie's out here getting her log row fixed up. As y'all can tell, it's pretty rutted up, but look at him out there. Look at him. You go, Charlie. Get her done in a 938 Caterpillar. It's our nicest, newest tractor. I think we got that baby for like a whopping 40,000. Fully cab, AC, all that stuff. Hey, the deals are real, people. The deals are real, and you get them anytime you can. Can't make money with new. Promise you that. New vehicles, you ain't making no money when you buy a new vehicle. So keep that in mind. $1 saved is $2 made. Come on. back tire's talking to me. You really can't even call this work, man. You end up playing some mud. Probably the biggest tractor in the town, small town, of course. I'm getting paid for this. Colleges for squares, people. Blue collars for circles. We just keep on coming around, baby. Keep on coming around. Well, as y'all can tell, our deck's loaded, our mill's running, there's lumber getting stacked over there, there's logs coming up to my saw. That being said, sure do hope y'all appreciate and enjoyed this episode here, Super Duper South. I'm gonna start each week. You know, y'all see a lot of maintenance, y'all see a lot of what's going on, but you really ain't seen the mill run yet. So each week or every other week or something, I'm gonna try to get some footage of each of my parts at the sawmill. This is where it starts, right here in this old log loader. This is what gets this mill beaten first thing in the morning. We gotta feed it. You ain't got nothing to eat, you ain't got nothing to chew. That's a good saying, I like that. With that being said, sure do appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe. If you already have been subscribed, you're returning, hey, God bless you. If you hit that subscribe button, you hit that subscribe button, and God bless you too, partner. Y'all keep on keeping on. Just always work as hard as you can, and just give her all she's got. Give her the beans, man. And y'all hope to see y'all on the next one. Hope y'all have a good work week, good weekend, and God bless.